all that.
If
good
you
stuff.
believe in a hell. I realize not all of you Christians believe in a hell.
Okay.
Or not all you theists do.
Then on the subject of cheap shots, I guess this was sort of directed at me. I personally do poke fun at the harm and stupidity of Christianity, and I do this in part to bait the audience for callers. I do that. We want people to call in and defend these things. And I do lump believers in together because believers are making, Christians and Muslims are making the claim that there's an absolute morality that comes from their God, Allah, Yahweh, whatever, and that they can communicate with that, the author of that morality. And therefore, it seems to me that if you can talk to the author of morality and you want to please him and you're doing all this stuff, that you all should be sort of marching together in the same direction and not be wandering off doing different things. And there should not be big movements of Christianity going off and molesting children. There should not be big movements in Christianity infecting people with AIDS because of miseducation and these sorts of things. So there shouldn't be this thing, right? So I shouldn't be able to find these big problems. I shouldn't be able to take pot shots at your religion if this were the case. And I hit on this topic in show number 469 of the Can't You Get Your Story Straight? And so there's no notion of this, there's no agreement on what this absolute morality is, and there's little agreement on moral issues among Christians, such as the war in Iraq. Should we go and be there and cause Jesus to come back through blowing up the Middle East, or should we, should we take a more pacifist approach because it's a preemptive war? The issue of poverty, we have a lot of Christians going out and trying to help the poor, and we have a lot of Christians manufacturing poverty through creating unbridled reproduction. The question of the environment is a big debate right now within the evangelical movement, right? There shouldn't be debate on this thing if your God is talking to you and telling you what to think. Anyway, so my point is that religion is a systematically broken model of the world, and my cheap shots sort of point that out. And that's what I'm doing, that's what I do on many of my shows, and it's a style that I've adopted that doesn't work for everyone, and maybe it's counterproductive in the sense that people think I'm just a curmudgeon sitting up here, but I'm hoping that it's causing people to think. I'm hoping that it's causing people to say, hey, that really doesn't make sense, go ask your minister what the deal is or whatever, and maybe that along with the child molestation done by priests and all these other things going on, maybe somebody somewhere will get the idea through their head that, hey, maybe this isn't adding up. Maybe this doesn't make sense. Maybe that tsunami that God sent, really wasn't that wonderful. Okay, so that's my response to cheap shots. I don't know if you want to.
No, but I think your point's very good. If, in fact, religion is what it often claims to be, which is this system for guiding moral actions, then there shouldn't be any ability to make a cheap shot. If there's nothing wrong, it's the old thing of if you've got nothing to hide, you shouldn't fear investigation. And if religion is true, then turning a critical and skeptical eye to it should only reveal that it's true, and it shouldn't supply us with things that you could call cheap shots, and it certainly shouldn't result in good, solid, logical arguments to oppose those religious beliefs as well. I wanted to take, we do have a caller on the line real quick who called in with a philosophical anecdote he wants to share. Ben, you there?
Yes, sir. I'm